Hey, ladies, just a nice little nip
Yeah.
tip.
Yeah.
You know, for you guys, you've been wondering,
Who does? Yeah.
who makes me so amazing?
Yes.
And I cannot do it without the amazing help of Miss Yaya from Glam Mogul.
Yes.
And we're here today just to show you a few tips on how to just change it up real quick from day to night or night to day.
Okay, so we're gonna take a day look and make it a night, or just change and give you a dramatic feel. Look at the camera, make sure they see this is a new look. Okay, back to me. Let me take that off. Kay is a woman who loves to make sure her lip line is popping. So we do like a chestnut brown. It's by MAC.
And the only reason why, because I got full lips, girl. So I'll be like, oh,
my lips are gone. Where my lips at? Give me my lips back. So I just go in with the chestnut liner and just line out the lips. I do a line approach with the blend, so it doesn't look like a full line. You don't have that line of demarcation. It's just a nice even blend with the lipstick. So I make the line a little thick and kind of blend it out a little bit. Put little hash marks down, and then just gonna add some red for a pop color. Yes, and this complements this leopard top really nicely.
It's looking good, sister.
Press one time.
You're a natural.
I try. Are you going inside the lip or outside?
I'm doing both.
So you say with the lip liner, you do some little hash marks
Yes.
for the blending. Okay.
Yes, it'll make the line not so prominent. It's just an even blend. That's just a tip that I do to do my lips. Let's see.
Because I do see. Am I looking juicy, guys?
That's a lip. That's a lip right there.
Because I do see some people. They do outside of the lip line. Is it if people with finer lips or is it fuller lips that they want to?
Yeah. So when you want a fuller lip, you go over the lip line, and if you have nice medium-sized lips and you just want it to pop right on the lip line, and if they're too big and you want to minimize them, just put a light coat of powder on top, and then draw your own line how you want them to be shaped.
A light coat. All over the lip?
Concealer and powder.
And then
to minimize it. Yeah.
Wow.
And then you just draw your own line. If you want them smaller, heart-shaped, or any little effect like that.
Nice.
And see how to just change me up just that easily. For tips from Yaya, please follow her on IG at
glammoguls.com or glammoguls on IG, glammoguls on Instagram. I'm everywhere.
Because I will tell you this, ladies. I feel like y'all are slipping on the makeup. Big time.
Big time.
Big time. And it affects corporate America and everything. Your man, your relationships, people approaching you. Makeup makes a difference in how people respond to you. Right?
Especially in the beauty industry, too.
Yeah.
It does.
It does?
Yeah, it does. It's no wrong way to do makeup, but whatever you're comfortable with. But sometimes it can be a bit much. And if you want to be in the corporate America, just a soft approach. If you're in stage makeup and a performer, then you do the real heavy, dramatic glam.
Right.
So it's a cross between what people see on Instagram, and they get it confused and think that's the everyday look, and it's not necessarily.
Right.
So.
Okay.
All right.
But you know when you do me, I like my cat eyes.
You know what?
Let me get this lipstick on. Jeez.
That's a makeup artist. Who cares?
Right. Okay. There you go. We good now.
All right.
Now
We got it. All right.
All right.
We are two hairstylists with over 50 years of combined industry experience, ownership, platform artistry, salon education, and mentorship. Listen, when these two sages get together, you know we're going to have a story to tell. With authentic and transparent moments and some of the world's most craziest shares, we are bringing to you the juice, along with our perspectives, of course. All stories have originated from the chair, be it a salon chair, barber chair, massage chair, facial chair. These are stories and topics that you can relate to, learn from, and of course, grow from.
Transparency in the chair. What you want in your life. Why? Because it's going to change it. In the perspective of showing you how to deal with relationships, issues, business, family, my goodness, and your man, your woman, all of that, all the juice, all the skinny, all the meat and potatoes. We're going to give you facts on it. We're going to bring it in on the topics, the body, and the conclusion, because we want to be able to help and share with everyone. Our stories will generate from the chair, but it's not just about the hair chair. It's about any industry that you can use our information in to change that perspective. So you tune in every week for all the good tea that we're going to have for you guys. The juice is what we do. Look out for Kay and Rae on Transparency in the Chair.
Okay, so then what was the light switch? What was
Yeah.
the? Or are you still?
Oh no. It was a light switch, baby.
Okay.
It was a light switch.
What was the light switch?
Just knowing. Okay. One of them was going to jail.
Okay, hello,
Yeah,
transparent.
getting locked up, and
Yeah.
like because I put others before me, or just what they had going on. Like if I'm in a relationship, whatever they had going on, I'm involved. I'm like,
Okay.
what's up?
She the ride or die for real.
Yeah, what
For
we
real.
doing? What we doing? What we
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. And I let stuff go and not think about the things that I want to do. Just ride the wave, and it be to me at the time it felt like a great wave until the police come knocking.
Till it wasn't.
Hey,
Yeah.
you come with us. Yeah, come with
You,
us.
me?
Yeah.
No, yeah, you.
And it's so crazy because they set me up at the beauty shop.
What?
Yeah, they made a fake hair appointment
Oh,
to
come
get
on,
me.
look. Hear
And
the
I-
story from the chair that we need.
For the
Transparent behind the chair. Listen,
Yeah.
okay,
But
what?
yeah, they
Story time.
So story time for real. So I'm late always.
Okay.
Well, back then
Always.
especially back then I'm a little more punctual
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But
Okay.
back then I was really late, so I knew I had a client at like 12:00, and I'm calling. Hey, Kay, is somebody there for me? A lady named Brenda or whatever. I was like, nobody here for you. Okay, cool. It's one. I'm like, hey, I had a 12:00. Did they walk in yet? It was like, nah. And usually me, if my client not there, I'm not showing up either.
Right.
Right.
They're no show, I'm be a no show.
Right.
So anyway, I had to go to the shop. I was like, let me just go. And it was like maybe 1:30, almost 2:00. I'm in the parking lot, and my friend bringing me, she dropping me off, and they asked her, hey, ma'am, are you Keisha Williams? And she was like, no, my name is Adrian. And I heard them say that, and I was like, what? Why is the white man asking about me?
Yeah.
So I had my little backpack, and my backpack was full of something that was illegal.
Yeah.
And I ran in the shop, walked in the shop, and the man, I saw him come in after me. Like he just walked, hey, excuse me, miss. But I ran to the back, put my backpack up, and then I walked back out. And as soon as I walked back out the back laundry area, he came, he was like, ma'am, yes, are you Keisha Williams? Yes, that's my government.
Yes.
If you didn't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes. He was like, can you come? I want to ask you some questions. Can you come outside and step outside? And then as soon as I got outside by the car, he was like, you have the right to remain silent, anything you say. And I was like, what's this about? And then they got me in handcuffs in the car, and the lady was like, yeah, we got her good. We got her now. I had made a fake hair appointment to get her. Yeah, they set me up like that. They got me. Took me to jail. Yep. Tampering and fabrication charge. I did like I had to do 3 months jail therapy. And
What?
well, no, that was the first time. The first time. Probation. They didn't give me a bond for a while. They were trying to ride me out, see what information I knew, and then I ended up signing for 5 years probation. And then a later charge happened later, but that's a whole nother. We gonna have to do that another time.
That's another episode.
Yeah, that's
Right.
a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay.
But the thing of it is, in all of this, Mother Hen over here,
Yeah.
Keisha,
Sitting down, I had to realize like you gotta
stop-
change your
you gotta
life.
cha- you gotta change. I'm
You
like,
gotta do
stop
something
doing
different.
this foolishness. I'm like, you got
Yes.
kids, girl. You got
Yes.
kids. What's gonna happen
Yeah.
to your children?
She was
you
like-
know, right?
So
Wanna
I was like,
chuckle like a chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I'm like, so much so, which is so crazy. This is how. So much so, I put life insurance on this girl.
Yeah.
Do you hear me? Because I was like, if something happens
That's
to you,
deep.
I was
yes,
doing a
I'm like,
lot.
if something happens to you,
Yeah.
I need to have something in place for your children. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I put it there. I put a policy on her. I said, please don't let this policy
I was
come to
on my-
pass.
Please don't.
Yeah.
I was doing the most. So I had to calm it down. And I realized that I value my freedom. I value my kids. I value like making memories with them, and me being
Yes.
locked up. It took away from that.
Right.
And it destroyed me a little bit, and them too. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, of course.
But so fast forwarding now, I just realized that I just can't settle for anything that's
Right.
gonna hinder me or make me feel less than who I am, because I know who I am. I know my worth now. I didn't before, and now it's a no brainer. It's like if it don't resonate, if If it's not making no money, it's not making no sense. We don't even have to have a conversation. It's like,
I
it's
love
just not
it.
for me.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I got my voice now.
So, but
Okay.
like and not having one before, like I can't speak for the non-voice. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
But what do people do that didn't have a voice and you have children? How do you raise them how do you articulate
Community.
You know, the community.
The community. Because I had help. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I had my sister,
Okay.
my mom. They were very vocal. I even had cousins, family, just everybody helped me out. Because even when I had to go sit down, my cousin, she's related to me from her, my child's father's side. So my
Okay.
baby daddy, his
Yeah.
cousin was a gym for me.
Okay.
Because she took my daughter in and let her go to school in her neighborhood and everything, and
Yeah.
was watching her while I was sitting down.
Yeah.
And they have a good family. So just being able to have friends and family that are good in it, they keep you grounded, and it makes you
Right.
see everything. Because you have to sit back and just look like, what is my life going through?
Yeah.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Yeah.
And then you have to pave the way for them because they get traumatized.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Experiencing that.
And then they grow up with other insecurities and
Yeah.
Right.
So it's always a
Right.
conversation with my kids. I have to talk. My son, my oldest daughter, 24, my middle baby, 18, and 10. So we have a group message. I'm checking in on them and they checking in on me. Even though like my 18-year-old, she's a little distant because that's the one that had a little trauma, mostly because her father was gone for a while.
Okay.
He was locked up for 15 years.
Okay, yeah, that's
And
Damn, was that
that's a
long?
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
he just got out September. He's doing well for himself.
Mhm.
I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of the relationship he has with my daughter.
That's good.
And they are bonding now. So
Yeah.
that warms my heart even
Right.
more. So like, if your journey is your journey. You
Yeah.
don't know where
Right.
you'll end up, but
Absolutely.
just create great memories along the way, and don't take no sucker SHIT.
Right.
Right.
This is established. You do not look like you have a 24-year-old.
I do. Thank
You
you.
don't look.
Black dog. Black dog.
Exactly. You
Yes,
know.
I know the little 26-year-olds be pulling up on me.
Yeah,
and I
they
be
do.
like, baby, my
Right.
daughter. You can talk
Exactly.
to my daughter.
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
me.
that part.
Exactly.
That part.
That's what you want.
For sure. You know.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like you've always had a voice, Faye?
I have not always had a voice. I
Okay.
have not always had a voice. My mom, God rest her soul. We lost my mom in 2020. She was no holds barred, work, take care of her kids. Her mother died young, so she had to take care of her siblings early on.
Yeah.
So she was already in that mode, mama mode. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Take no excuses, no talk back, take us home. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Period, point blank, love to death. I mean, I even look at my kids now. My mama didn't hug me.
Mhm.
You know, it
That's
wasn't
important.
It wasn't no time for
It's important.
Right. But and again, love my mom with all my heart. I cannot say anything bad about her. But now that I'm getting older, I just look back like, no, she really didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't. It was all about business. You go to school, you get them grades. I'm finna go to this post office. I'm finna get this check.
Those
Because she
be
was a
our
single mom at the time.
blueprints.
That's our blueprint.
Those are our
You know what I'm
blueprints.
saying? And her and my dad divorced when I was like 9, and she never really told me what happened. I just learned as I got older of what happened between them two, but she never put her opinions and insecurities on me as what my father did in the relationship. She let me figure it out as I got older, and I too do the same thing with my girls. I'm like, my mama never spoke bad about my dad. And here he is living with me to this day. He's been living with me for the last 15 years. Still my dad, right? But she was go to work, you go to school. It wasn't no, but why? Just because I said so,
Right.
You know, even to the point I was telling somebody the other day, she was a letter carrier, so she delivered mail in the neighborhood that we lived in.
Oh, wow.
So that was good for her, but wasn't good for me because
She
when the
would be able
party
to
started
see.
happening,
Yeah.
Mama, can I go to such party? What's their address? I'm like 3927 Hazen.
make that
Oh
up.
no, you can't go over there. They got evictions coming to the house. I think somebody probation live over there. Nope, they be having cars all up in the grass.
Yeah.
They got a lady that their lights was cut off last month.
Right.
Nope,
Oh,
can't go over there.
no.
I'm like, God dang. So I had that. Very strict. But I mean I had a lot of opportunities, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I took that with me to my children, because that's what we do.
Yeah,
and we
that's
have
the
to know, we have to
blueprint.
realize our parents only did the best they could with what they had.
Right.
Those are the tools she had, which she didn't have many.
Right.
Because her mom died when she was in her 20s. So she had to
Right.
raise the rest of us.
Yeah,
So
and come up with her own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then when I grew up and be a parent, like, well, I'm not going to do what my mama did. I'm going to let my children speak. Girl, get to these kids. I'd be like, nah, I think they was on to something. Because,
Yeah.
you know, but I'm the type of person like you. If you tell me don't touch the stove, I want to know why, but
Yeah.
why I can't. Like,
Right.
you telling me I can't go to this party, I get that. I know the answer is no, Mom, but why I can't go over there? That's because of what I said. But I'm like thinking like, but had she told me why, maybe I could have been like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. And I'm not going to
Right.
again.
There's
Right.
too many drugs over there. You
Right.
might get arrested.
Exactly,
And I'm
exactly.
like, well, I don't want to go.
But
to
you're
jail.
right.
Yeah.
So then when I got to raising my kids, I'm like, I'm going to tell my kids why. But then after a while, you be like, I don't think I should be able to tell you all this. Like, it's because it's what I said.
Right.
After some point, but I do use some of the tools from how my parents raised me.
Right.
And some new tools because, again, they have more resources. It's different, you know, and I want them to know why I'm saying no.
Right.
Now, when it gets to too much talking back and you still question me, okay, it's because of what I said. I said what I said, and it's no.
Right.
I done gave you two
I done heard you
reasons,
say that.
and that's enough.
I heard you say that a couple of times.
Yeah. I
But
said it the other day.
yeah. But even you just,
I said what I said.
it registered to me like
Yeah.
when you just said that, there was a point that I couldn't have a voice.
Okay.
So being from Jamaica and everything, at a point my mom came to the States
Mm-hmm.
to try to, it's a whole process
Yeah.
to get up here or whatever. And so she came up here and left me with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
My dad got shot. So he had to come to America. So left us with my sister's godmother.
Okay.
This hooker, it was me and my sister. We were like little, like 4 and 5.
Okay.
She decides that she was going to steal everything out the house and just left us in the house.
Wait, who? Your sister?
That's it. Me and my sister. That's it.
Wait,
That's all.
who stole the stuff out the house?
My sister's godmother.
Oh,
And left us. And left me and my
to
sister.
fend
And
for
we're here
yourself.
Yes. So we roaming the streets and this and the other. My aunt,
Girl, this family
the
history
witch
is
from
something.
hell, girl, took us in and it was like, she was like, your mom is dead, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she told me all this stuff, right? So shit, it was like a lot of kids. It was like the house with all the kids. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So unbeknownst to us that my mom was sending us stuff down there, like food, clothes, or whatever. No, we had like I got a picture with my little dress on that wasn't even mine. That was so
Yes.
short, girl. If I bent over, all my little new was gonna
All
show,
your little
right?
stuff was out.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
unbeknownst to me that the new stuff, that was our stuff that she was giving
Giving
to
to the other
her
kids.
favorites. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, 5, 6 people laying in one bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's how this was my
Your childhood.
childhood.
Yes.
So it was you could never ask any questions. It was just like eat this, do that, do that, do that.
Yeah.
And I think now I'm figuring out as we're sitting here at this friggin' table.
At this table.
This is what made me say, when I can get up out of here,
Yes.
I would never.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody would never silence me ever again.
Wow.
Ever again.
Wow.
And I meant that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially when you had it before. Oh my gosh, Kay.
people wonder why my drive is the way it is.
And that's why.
Ooh, it's amazing.
Okay.
You
she
know?
putting chills on my arm.
And you just don't know what people's story is.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, she works so hard, it's this, that, and other.
Yeah.
But you don't know that when you live in lack,
Yeah.
you never want to see that place again.
Right.
And I was like, my children will never see this.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is real,
Yeah.
If we don't visit the things that makes us who we are right now,
Yeah.
you're gonna be trapped in this anxiety vortex.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to kind of visit it sometimes because as humans, our brains work in a blockout to protect it. So when there's trauma, you'll block it out, and you
Forget it.
literally will
No,
not
yeah.
remember it.
Yes.
Forget it.
Yes.
And something like you just sitting here talking to me, it just brought me back.
Yeah.
You
'cause
know?
I've, as long as I've known you, I've never even heard you talk about that. I
Right.
never knew
And
that.
so there's mysteries in our brains and situations in our brains that we block out that we don't even know why we respond the way we respond.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why didn't you speak up for yourself when you get your ass
Well,
beat?
that's
Why
why.
didn't you speak up for
Yes,
yourself when the
yes.
man cheated on you? Why didn't you speak
Yes.
up at work? Like, hey, I deserve this job,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Why? What makes us not speak up?
Yeah.
Fear.
It has to be.
Fear.
You know?
It's definitely fear. Because I know,
Yeah.
like, as a kid, I was molested young. I never said nothing. They still don't know. I never said nothing.
Oh my God.
Never said nothing.
Yeah.
And I've only told people that were close to me or like my relationships with my, But yeah, it happened at an early age, and it was like one of the things you block out, and then you be like, why am I
Right.
flashing back to that?
Right.
Right.
Why did that happen to me? What did I do to deserve that?
Right.
Man.
Why were they like that? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
golly, y'all. My first sexual experience was rape.
Show me. I want you put something up high. I want you to make them fly. Throw them in the sky. Throw them in the sky. Make everything collide. Put all your stress aside and let the music take you anywhere like tide. Cause it's me they calling the real loco. Mass play when I on the floor. Gal bend over and touch their toe. Everybody